Tell you, boy, that motherfucker, that screen a different thing right there, boy. That motherfucker different. That motherfucker make you look different. These folks out here playing in the world, playing these motherfucking reindeer games. It's a sad time in America right now. There's a lot of bullshit going on, and people ain't paying attention. I sit back and I just watch the news and watch these folks who put these laws in, and I say, man, them folks ain't out there in the streets. I sit there and I watch these folks talk about the technology they use to catch other individuals, and I say, man, these motherfuckers, they is in trouble in these streets, man. What's up with you? You know, I'm trying to tell you, man, that it ain't the same in the world no more, man, because you got so many people losing their life. I'm talking about some of these cities so ridiculous, man, that they have shootings all day long. I'm talking about it's like the real wild wild west of 2025, man. Oh, I seen that. You talking about the queso, the rap out of Florida? Yeah, his daddy got on the stand and told on him and his other son. That motherfucker got on the stand and didn't have no hesitation. They asked Queso daddy, "Is this your son?" He said, "Yeah, that's the junior right there, and that's my oldest." And they said, "You realize you better send your children to prison for the rest of your life?" That trick said better them than me, because he was involved in one of the motherfucking shootings, and then when you find out that the whole thing came about because somebody shot up a car that they daddy was in, man. A motherfucker shot the car up and he was shot and his other son was killed. Another motherfucker was shot. Everybody, it was about six motherfuckers in that SUV that got shot that day. And Queso, he a rapper, man, but he's a hood motherfucker and he wasn't gonna let that go. He wasn't gonna let no motherfucker rap about shooting his pops and taking his brother's life. You know, and a lot of motherfuckers understand that. But he thought that everybody he was taking with him was solid because he didn't have no family with him. But all the family members flipped on him. They flipped on his ass. His daddy, his cousin, all them motherfuckers, man. All them motherfuckers flipped on. So I'm talking about, I don't even know why Queso even going to trial. Because I'm talking about his own daddy got up on the stand and that man, when the jury heard the joke, that's why the prosecutor asked that fool, is he your biological child? And that motherfucker said, yeah, I laid up and made him. But what people don't understand is when you do background checks on people like Queso Daddy, you find out that he supposed to have been some gangster back in the day, you some head buster, you know. But then the truth come out in court that motherfucker testified and told on motherfuckers before. And that motherfucker stand, man, that motherfucker said I got high blood pressure, diabetes, I got a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old, and I can't go to jail because I'm too old. That's what that motherfucker said, man. That's what dude said. You know what I mean? Queso, I mean, I really don't understand they trial because look, the thing about it is when they put surveillance tapes up of a person that's shaped like Queso, they had the hair like Queso, kind of looked like Queso, and then when they put his daddy on the stand, his daddy told them folks, yeah, that's Queso. That sealed it. That sealed the whole situation. Wasn't nothing else to talk about. You know what I mean? And yeah, Queso lawyer done got up there and broke down that he was involved in it and he had as much to do with killings as he did. But that still don't mean that you're gonna be found not guilty just because your daddy done it. You know when I say a lot of nutting ass parents out here, and Queso daddy was one because he taught motherfuckers. He taught his sons how to be gangsters and thugs and shooting motherfuckers in the street. He taught them folks that, man. He did that, man. He taught them folks. He taught his kids how to motherfucking criminals, but he didn't teach them folks that he was a motherfucking rat. He didn't tell his kids, man, look, don't do nothing around me that them folks gonna talking about a life sentence because I'm gonna tell on your ass. He didn't tell him that. He didn't tell him that part. Cause you can see the way Queso looking at him. I'm talking about because they made that fool point his own son out in court, man. And he pointed him out and just bust out laughing. He just bust out laughing. Like, damn, this what my daddy finna do to me? This what my daddy it taught me how to be a gangster and live by the codes of the street for to do to me? Man, shit. That let you know the code of the street ain't shit. Because when your own motherfucking daddy, shit, get on that stand and tell them folks everything that you done, and then his whole justification was the motherfucker said, well, they didn't let me know what was going on before they came and got me. Man, you knew what was going on. You knew what the game plan was. Don't act like that, because at the end of the day, they said, yeah. Because they said when you finally got there and you realized that they was going to kill that dude, that you tried to stop it, that fool said, no. They said that you joined in, he said, yeah. So why you on this motherfucking stand testifying, man? You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing but straight Queso's family members, man. It wasn't no motherfucker. Look, I'm telling you, motherfuckers always think that if you got number of family around you, that if you stay solid, and a lot of times if you stay solid in trial, them folks ain't gonna win long as everybody stays solid. But when you got a weak link, and Queso been knowing about his daddy was gonna be on that stand because now they dropping them interviews where his daddy was in that interview room and he was already letting them folks know that he was gonna be a witness. He was letting them folks know in the interrogation room that my son is this and my son done that and he was helping them folks put that shit together like a puzzle. He was. Because a lot of times them folks might have a little bit like the picture of somebody that looked like Queso that they couldn't prove it was Queso unless the person that was there actually said, okay, that's him. And what better person in the world to tell the jury that the motherfucker would, why would lie on somebody than the motherfucking daddy of the defendant? The father. The motherfucker that said he gonna provide for you, take care, shield you from crime, shield you from jacking your life off, jacked your life off. You know what I mean? And that's like Queso homeboy, his cousin. His cousin started with him. These folks act like they ain't finna go to prison for 40, 50 years regardless. All these folks is testifying against other motherfuckers, they still going to prison, man. They still going to prison for 20, 30 years. They ain't finna let them folks out. Them folks already admitted that they killed people, man. They admitted that they already shot people beyond what they on trial for. Some of these other motherfuckers like the star witness, that motherfucker is his calling because the way that he stalked them motherfuckers, man, that motherfucker down there, he Googled the motherfucker. He went to the database when a motherfucker got pulled over for a traffic stop, found out what the motherfucker real name, he Googled that motherfucker name. He found out all the people that was linked to that motherfucker, Googled their addresses, and then one day when that motherfucker that they was hunting popped up on live and they seen one of the backgrounds of the apartment complex that was in one of them addresses that they got online, man, they went over and gunned that man down. They went over and gunned that man down. That show you that some motherfuckers ain't stupid, and if you really want to kill a motherfucker, man, the internet make it too easy. You don't need no private detective. You need a motherfucking phone or a laptop or something to just type a motherfucker. If you know a motherfucking name, you can find the motherfucker. And them young motherfuckers figured that shit out. That young motherfucker out there standing, he broke it down how he stalked his prey before they knocked them folks off. He said it. You know what I mean? I was like, because I know it too, though. You know what I mean? I know that if you know a motherfucker real name, you can pull up their properties and find out where they live. I know that you can go to certain apps and pull up in a database everything about any motherfucker on this earth, man. Especially if a motherfucker ever been in jail, ever been pulled over, you can find them easy. And them young motherfuckers, they stalk they prey, man. But when it all boiled down to it, the whole case come from revenge. Queso went out there for revenge for his brother. Everybody keep talking about stepbrother, But what they don't understand is all them folks got the same mama, they just ain't got the same daddy. There's only one person, the one that got killed, the brother, didn't have the same daddy. But all them folks got the same mama. The two motherfuckers sitting in the defendant's box, they got the same and daddy, that motherfucker that sitting there standing told on them folks, man. Yeah. Man, if you get I tell you this, what's so crazy about the internet, man. If you start having different phone numbers and people's phone numbers on, the internet will pop them folks up on your motherfucking timeline like you know them folks. I'm talking about they'll pop up a motherfucking Facebook page, a motherfucking Instagram, motherfucking TikTok. Man, if you got a person's phone number in your iPhone, that motherfucker shoot you to everybody's social media. It shoot you to them folks' social media. You know what I mean? And then with a motherfucker out here in the world and you know somebody's stalking you and you might be stalking somebody to put a motherfucker in the bag, you shouldn't be going live, man. And if you out there in these streets and you grinding, you should keep your location off at all times. And technology is not your friend. iPhones is not to be trapped with, man. Only thing that a motherfucker guaranteed that can get you not knowing is switch that motherfucker once a week and call yourself a flip phone. Get you something that when them folks pull you over, you break that motherfucker, they can't even get the SIM card to that motherfucker. Eat the SIM card and break the phone, man. For real, shit. Break that phone and eat that SIM card. Make them folks do their job, man. For real. You know what I mean? Because, man, technology, and I hear so many stories, man, that it's pathetic. That technology be the reason that a lot of motherfuckers go to jail. They cars got fucking tracking devices in them. Motherfucker talking about the police might have put a tracking device on my car. You driving a motherfucking tracking device, man. Any car that was made past 2020 got SOSs and shit in them motherfuckers. You don't gotta push the SOS. When you push the SOS button, that send a signal out to the mother people to let you know you need help, and then they know exactly where you at anyway. Because your car has a GPS in it. So if you can get the police can get a motherfucking search warrant and tell them folks they want to tap your car, they can tap your motherfucking car, man. And they know every motherfucking stop you made, man. And then motherfuckers with rental cars and things, you can just keep switching up and them folks don't know. And the police going up in them rental places asking them folks, man, what kind of car this motherfucker got this week? What kind of car you got? They don't, man, motherfucker be like, oh, I got it in Gal name and I ain't, man, them folks know you associated with Gal. And every once in a while, they might pull that motherfucker over just to see you driving that motherfucker. They ain't trying to get you yet. They just letting you know they watching you. Because them folks give you a billion motherfucking warnings and signs that they watching you because sometimes they slip up and try to get you real quick and then they feel like, oh, I slipped. And you know what I mean? Motherfuckers, some people take heed of that shit and say, I'm done. I was one of them motherfuckers. Shit. You can't knock on my door but once and tell me you looking at me and then I'm done. It's a wrap. Ain't nothing else to talk about. You know what I mean? But these young motherfuckers in the world nowadays, people in the world forget the thing when you out here hustling, man. Is to stay safe and stay free and don't kill your customers, man. Don't give them folks nothing that's gonna kill them. Shit. That's the worst thing you can do. That's why I say these young motherfuckers out here, they be walking around begging motherfuckers to give them something to kill them. Like, man, what the fuck? I ain't doing nothing but smoking grass. Anything beyond that, I don't want no parts of it. I don't want no parts of that bullshit, man. You know, I don't understand how motherfuckers be sitting there want to take a flight that they can't control. I can smoke all the grass I want, and as soon as I get too high, I'm gonna either eat a lot, take me a shower, and I'm be good. But that F and that other shit. Them is flights that you see motherfuckers can't get for. Them motherfuckers go on flights that they end up in the middle of the ground with Narcan getting hit in their nose and mouth and shit. I don't ever want to see that light till it's time for me to walk through that light. These motherfuckers out here cutting the light on and off. And one day that motherfucker gonna come on and ain't gonna go back on. It's gonna be lights out on their ass, man. You know, I ain't gonna never be talking about how I wanna get high to the point where it might be the last motherfucking thing I do. I'll be blessed and happy the motherfucker. I wake up every fucking day and I don't squander a second of that day. I don't squander a second of it. I don't give no motherfucking my energy. I don't do none of that. I just look at life like, man, this is what it is, and you know, things work out the way they're supposed to work out. Gotta just push me. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I just push. You know what I mean? Because long as you keep pushing, eventually you gonna get that where you want. You gonna get there. You know, a lot of motherfuckers be sitting back waiting for somebody to call their name like they at the NBA draft or something. Nah, motherfucker, sometimes you gotta make them folks say your name. You gotta make enough say your name to the point them folks know that you ain't playing. You gotta make them folks say, hey, that dude right there, conversation is so cold that he can get on the internet and have a conversation about anything political, hood, gangster, but he ain't gonna be fake. He ain't gonna be fake. He ain't gonna get on that motherfucker and sugarcoat nothing about now motherfucker, man. And you ain't gonna never see me say something about someone that's not true or something that I wouldn't say to their face. You know what I mean? Because some things you cannot hold back the truth, and I don't give a fuck if you get mad. I don't give a fuck if you get mad. I don't if you scream, you holler. But if you ball your fist up, I'm gonna make you see God now. Because I got the right to say what the fuck I want about who the fuck I want when I want. And if you don't like it, you need to go the other way if you see me. Because I ain't gonna turn the other way. I ain't gonna turn the way I'm walking or where I'm going just because I see no motherfucker I said something bad to on the internet. I'm gonna stroll on by my day and he better stroll on by his. Because if he walk up and say the wrong looking thing, I'm gonna up that pole and we gonna wait for 911 to come pick that motherfucker up off the floor. And I ain't wounding the motherfucking thing. I ain't wounding nothing. I'm taking the motherfucker up off his planet. I ain't playing no games, man. Life too valuable for a motherfucker to be out here having to worry about did I hit him today or did I shoot him today? Did he and worry about if I didn't hit him, he gonna try to shoot me to my mouth. I ain't living no life like that. I got a problem with you, I'm knocking on your door. I got a problem with you and don't even know it. Shit. I bump into you and you got in the aggression, I say the wrong thing, it's going down. I ain't talking about no backyard brawl. We ain't for the fight. Pop. I'm popping a motherfucker. I ain't sitting there arguing. I ain't jaw jacking. I ain't. That's why I trip off these idiots on the internet when they be talking out loud. Man, that let you know them motherfuckers. Any motherfucker that's having a conversation with any individual and they're not able to have a conversation because the conversation goes both ways. A person is able to listen to what a person and then be able to rebut that what they said and say, well, that's not right because I feel like this. Or that's not right because I feel like this. But then you have them folks that feel like that they being attacked. They flip the fuck out. They flip the fuck out. Oh, you this and that, fuck you. You paid me to get here. You a circus clown, man. You a circus clown. You a circus clown. There's a lot of motherfuckers on this internet doing nothing but circus clowns. They are what people would call circus internet clowns because they don't be talking about nothing, man. They talk about all type of retarded ass shit, talking about God and Jesus and I'm sevenfold crip gangster James Jones. You know what I mean? That shit ain't funny to a motherfucker that's part of them situations. Motherfuckers look at shit like that's disrespectful. But that's content. Don't knock it. Don't respect it. Don't knock it. Anything gonna put some money in your pocket, you do what you do, and if you got a fool that's gonna ride with you, do what you do. What you do. That's like when I see motherfuckers on the internet all day long, you know what I mean, live all day long. I don't be mad at them folks. Because some of them folks making more money on the internet than they would in life. Just why not sit your ass at home and cut your camera on and talk a little shit? Get some bread. Let motherfuckers in the world give you gifts and send you money and cash up you money. Why not? Get your money, man. You be hearing motherfuckers talking about, man, I made $30,000 off TikTok, going live and people sending me gifts and this and that. I'm like, man, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. See, that's one thing that I hate about, when you on some of them apps, some of them apps so motherfucking, they so sensitive that if you say the wrong motherfucking thing, they hit you with hate speech and all type of shit. Anybody that don't sit here and listen to my whole live, they know it's a lie. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of people don't go live. Because if you go live, them folks bamp you because you're sitting there talking. You're talking. But I can make a million videos and say the same things that I'm saying right now, and it don't be no problem. None. None at all. It don't. Man, it's one of them days like, man, it's hard to motherfucker out here, but boy, it's one of them days that you think about when you was a child, man. You're the popsicle man riding on the road. School starting about another week. Shit. Motherfuckers already getting their school clothes. These young motherfuckers out here ain't doing that though. These young motherfuckers, they're robbing and stealing right now. Motherfuckers don't stop. They do the same thing year round. There's a lot of school teachers sitting back right now. Hoping that a lot of them young motherfuckers got knocked off and put in the bag during the summer. Man. You can believe it. Because it's hard for a motherfucking educator to be scared of your students. You can't raise your voice at them. You can't discipline them. You just seen them motherfuckers on the 10 o'clock news last night, and they were carjacking and robbed the motherfuckers, but them folks let them folks out there at school and everything. Come on, man. Shit, most of them teachers like, man, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? They help them young motherfuckers die. They're like, man, shit. Maybe if we get rid of that motherfucker, I can teach the rest of these fucking something. That'd be the crazy thing about public school, man. Public school is like a breeding ground for shit that shouldn't even be happening, man. Public schools don't turn into gangs and fake. People that mind ain't even mature enough to understand what's going on, get influenced by bullshit and end up in situations that they was never destined to be in. What? A lot of people saying that when you actually bump to the wrong person in your life, you don't even know it until you and that person in a situation that's life threatening. You know what I mean? Just think if a person could. I wish I would have never met this man motherfucker. I wish I would have never ever said hi to that motherfucker. I wish I wouldn't have never ever said anything to that motherfucker because that motherfucker didn't bring nothing but bullshit in my life. You gotta always eat like that, man. I know I do. But then you also think life lessons is life lessons. Fuck this shit. You know what I mean? I understand. That's insane, man. That should be insane. Them birds chirping, that motherfucker shit that night. Ooh, it's hot out here. It's like when I put these glasses on, they look like it. But it's a lot dark out here. This motherfucker will make it light. That's crazy. Do-do. That's how we with that fuck shit. Sometimes you have to tell my what the fuck.